Hi, I'm back. I have no idea what happened. I have no idea why I can't just get through one of these without something happening, but that's the story of my life. And that's the story of life. Okay, we're back. And you can't get through a post in one whole sitting, which, thank you, Suddenlink, for breaking this, is why I suggest batching, right? Do the batching, do the, edit, take your photos, edit your photos, set up your posts, do all that stuff because you can't get through it in one sitting. Okay, back to screen sharing. Present to everyone. Yeah. Okay, there's our group, and my post did actually save, so hopefully, oh no, it didn't all save. Why did it save that I did after? But it didn't save any of the tags or any of this. Okay, easy Mexican casserole. Anybody remember what I said? Guess it's on video somewhere, isn't it? This is this easy Mexican casserole is the perfect addition to your Taco Tuesday rotation. It's also, okay, let's see. It's also 5 new comments. Okay, yay. It's also, I don't want to say perfect again. I know I said perfect the last time. It's also kid-friendly meal that they will ask for over and over again. Okay. And it got categories. Actually, is it gluten-free too? I always like to check gluten-free because that's such a big gluten-free. It has rice, it has corn. Yeah. Okay. Gluten-free also. It is rice and beans, casserole, Mexican. What else did I have? Anything else? Casserole, Mexican, rice and beans, dinner. Okay. SEO. Weird. Living in Central Texas, I've come to love rice and beans, and this easy Mexican casserole recipe never fails to disappoint. It has also become my go-to meal for when I have to take a meal to a neighbor who has had surgery or a new baby. It's quick and easy and everyone loves it. Okay. And then I would add my vertical image, upload, select file, go down to easy Mexican casserole. There it is. Easy Mexican casserole. And then what I want to show up in Pinterest, I'm going to put in my title and my alt text here. So easy Mexican casserole, the perfect kid-friendly meal for Taco Tuesday. I want those terms to show up. So Alt Control A to select all, Control C to copy, and Control V to paste into the alt text. Make sure it's centered, insert into post. And there is my image. Okay. And then maybe a little bit more about it. What else can I say about this? How many ingredients does it have? This is kind of, where did I even get this recipe, right? So like where I got the recipe, this is the easiest dinner ever. You just dump it all together. Let's see, who is this? Patty's making a comment. I see you, but don't say never fails to disappoint. Okay. Oops. Okay. You just dump it all together in one dish, mix, and pop in the oven. And you're good to go in 30 minutes. I wish I could remember where I found this recipe. Originally, and thank them. I make this at least twice a month because I know my kids will not complain. And then there are a few adjustments. Oh, no, wait. I make mine pretty bland, but you can always add salsa or hot sauce to liven it up a bit. All right, and then I'm going to put Easy Mexican casserole because I want to highlight it and use my H2 heading. I want to make sure that I'm using an H2 heading here. And I think before that, I will add my horizontal image, select files, right, where is it? Easy Mexican Casserole V, open. Okay, again, I want to make sure in case anybody, the perfect kid friendly recipe for your Taco Tuesday meal plan. Okay, in case anybody decides to pin this horizontal image, I want to make sure that I have all those Taco Tuesday kid meal plan recipe. I want to have all those kind of keywords that I know are big on Pinterest. Select all, copy, paste, make sure that it's full size, insert into post. Oh, I know what we were talking about before. Patty had asked a question. Okay. And then I also always set my featured image for my vertical image, set featured image there so that if I put it onto Facebook or if it pulls that image, that's the image I want it to pull. Because this is a recipe, then I will go up. Oh, you know what? I have a new plugin. I usually use this Easy Recipe plugin, but I've discovered a site called Yummly. And I'm getting some traffic from there, and there's some share groups that I'm in. And so they now have a plugin that you can use to create recipes with. Although I just did put something on Yummly this morning, and it did pull it pulled the ingredients and everything from my Easy Recipe plugin. So not such a big deal, but let's see. Easy Mexican casserole recipe image. I would have to find, let's see, let's do that first. It wants the recipe image. So I would have to find the URL for this. So I can just, let's see, it's not up there yet. Edit and link to, what is the link? Media file. There's the media file. Copy that. Okay. And I don't want it to link anywhere. And then click out of that. Okay. Go back down here. Here, I want that Yummly recipe plugin there. Recipe image goes there. Okay, what are the ingredients? I have to go through and think of this. 2 bags of oil in bag instant rice. I suppose you guys get the point, right? And so then I would go through and then just add the recipe placeholder. Then I would go through and say, what else? I would go through and say, I hope you enjoy this easy Mexican casserole. I want to use my term again there. If you're looking for more kid-friendly recipes, no. I want to use the term kid-friendly recipes, right? Because that's one that I want to use on lots of pages and link it to my landing page that is my recipe index, because I want Google to think, oh, kid-friendly recipes. So I have to come up with a natural way that I'm going to add this in. And this is the very first time I'm doing it for this term right here, which is why I don't already have it. How about looking for more kid-friendly recipes? What did I do there? Check out my recipe index. Okay. And let's make that a little bit bigger. Let's make that and center it, and we're going to do kid-friendly recipes, and I'm going to link that, open in a new window here. I'm going to link that to my recipe page. So search for that. Now I can look down on here. I know these are all posts because they have a date next to them, but this is a page, and that's the one I'm looking for. Add link. Check out my recipe index. Okay. And then I can do that one too if I want. Although I think that's a bit of overkill. How about we just do that? And how about we do well, now I gotta, because I messed with it, looking for more kid-friendly recipes. Okay, so let's unlink this, link again, link again. Where's my recipe page? Recipe page. Okay. And then I want to ask a question. Actually, it's definitely a family favorite of ours. I want just a little bit more. Okay, and then I want to ask a question. Do you have a classic casserole that is a family favorite. Now I could also have put my keyword Easy Mexican Casserole down here in this question. Sometimes I do that too. And then I'm going to bold that question so that people can see it. And then I'm going to add media. I'm going to look for my signature file. Click. And then I want it on the left. Insert. And there we go. I want to preview that to make sure that I've done it correctly. Okay, Easy Mexican Casserole. Living in Central Texas, I've come to love rice and beans, and this Easy Mexican Casserole never fails to disappoint. I should probably link this Easy Mexican Casserole right there to my recipe page also, or if I have a casserole, like a casserole category or tag, then I would want to do that. I don't quite have one of those yet, so I'm just going to link it to this recipe page still. But if I had a tags or a tag page or a category page about the casseroles, or a landing page that was just for casseroles, then I could do that too. But since I'm just getting started with recipes, I'm just going to link everything to my recipe index. There's my image. This is the easiest dinner ever. You just dump it all together in one dish, mix, and pop in the oven, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I usually try and make sure I don't have any, it sounds the way I want it to sound. There's my horizontal image. Oh, look, it shoved that image in there. Okay, so I need to figure out this plugin, but because I don't really want that there. Let's try this one then instead. Media file. Copy. No, go back to none. Exit out. Go edit this. How do you edit this? Recipe card place. This image position. Click on the Yumly icon to edit this recipe. Okay, sorry, I've never used this one. Okay, I'm going to select all and paste because I want the other picture, the horizontal image, to be there. Update recipe, and then you know what? I'm going to go back and I'm going to take it out up here because it's putting it in. And I've never used this one again, so we're going to preview and it's going to make the changes that I asked it to, hopefully. And let's see. Okay, I need to take out that space there. Why is there a space there? There's no space here. Interesting. Okay. That looks a little bit better. There's my horizontal image. Not sure I will continue with this plugin because I like the other one better. Hope you do. Looking for more kid-friendly recipes, then that links to my recipe page correctly. Yes, it does. And I have my little thing. My share buttons are on there. Okay. So I can save this draft. I can decide when I'm going to publish it, right? Publish immediately, April. Let's publish April 8th. That's tomorrow at 5 a.m. Actually, I would like to publish this today. I'll just show you how I do it. Okay. And then I click schedule. And then this is my little WordPress thing there, and it's going to tell me I'm green, so I'm good to go. Let's see. I only have 169 words, but I haven't put the whole recipe in quite yet. I've got the keyword is in my article heading, it's in my page title, it's in my page URL. I've used it 3 times in my content, which is a little much actually for how many words I have, but and I've used it in my meta description, which is this little thing here. So I'm good to go. And that's how I do a post, right? So pretty easy. Follow follow the template. We also, Patty wanted to know, how do I figure out, that's where we kind of got lost earlier, how to figure out what the size of your your blog area is. What's the size of this text area on your blog? So you can Google that if you know your theme. I also sometimes I'll go into if you go into editor, which I really don't recommend that you go into editor too much, but theme functions, just make sure you don't delete anything or anything else here. Let's see. And so here's my images. Let's see. That says content. What's 680? Images 680. Custom, that's the header image. So that tells me, right, here's my header image is 800 by 340, which is not true. It's like 400. But sometimes it'll tell you in here. Let's see, my style sheet. Will it tell me in my style sheet? Border box. Font weight. So you just have to kind of go through, it's in the code. And objects, gallery, font. Sorry, I do play in this stuff a little bit, so I can scan it a little. I know that it looks kind of funky though to y'all. Plugins, Easy Recipe Pro. Yeah, slider, don't want slider, custom homepage, top ad. So it just depends on your nav bar. No, it depends on your theme. It's easier just to sidebars, footer. Come on. Content. It's easier just to Google it, seriously. Or just play around, right? Like try one that's 680, and if it's too big, then try a different one. Just play around a little bit and you'll figure it out. Linkies. We had a little talk about linkies. If you go, so a linky is a place where you can share not recipes. You can share your post. And a good thing to do is to find linky list. Find one in your niche and do that. Do that one, if it's on Monday, choose a post that you're going to promote this week. It can be an old post, that's fine. It doesn't have to be a brand new post, but choose one post a week. Make sure that you're writing down which one you do, so that you don't, in 2 weeks, you don't come back and promote the same post. But choose that one post and promote it on all of the linkies, okay? So don't choose whatever one you're publishing today and do that, try a different one. Choose the one post and do the different linkies for it. On the site, we do have a linky list. The linkies change. I don't know when the last time I updated this one was, but linkies change a lot. They change very fast, and they may not be there when this may not be here anymore. So today's Tuesday. I'm pretty sure hers is still there. So I click on that. Here's her linky. And so here are all these people have gone and added their post into her post. This one is closed. What's the date on that one? It says July. No, I know she still has one. Let's go home. There it is. Tasty Tuesday. Okay, so she features people. So if you get featured, that means she's going to pull you and put you at the top and link to you, which is a good thing because now you're pulled and everybody that comes to this post is going to see that post and link to you. And other things that she's linked, some of them do have rules. So let's see, please make sure that you follow them in at least one way. They will be commenting and pinning on your posts. Few requests for this party. Please follow the host and host of the party. And so they've left all their stuff. Make sure you link up only food-related posts that have never been linked up here before. Okay, so that's the whole, make sure you're writing it down. Try and visit a couple of blogs and leave comments or share their posts, and place a button or link to the post somewhere on your site in the actual post or on your sideboard or your party page. I don't participate typically in ones that say you have to put it in your post. That's not okay for me. I don't want to put a link in at the bottom of this post saying I shared it here. I just don't do that. I probably have, I used to have a linky list on this site. So linkies, there you go. And so I would just list out the ones, and if you want to search linkies on either my Play to Learn with Sarah or on the Blogging Bunch, and you can, yeah, thanks. It says I have a mentoring meeting right now. You can see the ones that I've participated in. So I just go and I say, oh, look, Creative Kids Tasty Tuesday. That's the one that I've participated in. I put it on my linky page. I don't take their, sorry, I don't take their image. You can take their image, but I don't like the ones, I don't participate in the ones that say you have to put it in there. So let's see, I would go to maybe, have I done, I probably haven't shared this one yet. And I'll just show you how to do it. So I have a gluten-free green beans and rice. I'm going to copy the URL from my site. I'm going to go over here at the bottom. She's got add your link. Click, paste it in. It's gonna, I'm gonna wait for it to pull up the link title and see if I like it. Gluten-free green beans rice. It didn't get my whole site name because my title's a little long. So I'm just gonna delete that. And then see how the picture's a little funky there? I can crop it. And I just want to pull it down so that it's the whole green beans and rice. Done. And done. Valid, oops, sorry, I didn't put my email in. Play to Learn with Sarah. Yeah. Okay, done. Take me back to the link up, and then my post is in the link up. Pretty easy. Oops, where'd it go? So there's my post right there. Now people can comment on it. And what I typically do is I'll go through and find a couple that I like, that I think are a good fit for my thing. So I'll go through and say, let's see, I can, and this one, theirs has the share links here. So I can just go through and actually it won't. I go through and click on it, and then I will pin a couple of people's. You can comment, comment or share is what this one said. And so I'm going to, I think this one is a cocktail. I don't think it's a cocktail, but maybe I'll put it in my cocktail one. Because you can always add something to it, right? And then I've shared that, right? I've pinned it. Oh, look, she's got the yum button also. And sometimes I like if I like the blog that I go to, I will go to Pinterest and follow that, click their Pinterest button and see, oh, look, she's got, oh, look, I already follow this person. I've done that before. So I follow, she's got good stuff on Pinterest. So I'll go and I'll follow her. That's how I find people to follow on Pinterest or Twitter or Facebook or whatever also. And I go through and do that for a couple of posts so that I've made sure that I've, I want, oh, look, that I've gone through and done it, that I've shared other people's stuff too, because I want to make sure that I'm doing the, I'm participating to the fullest extent. Okay. And then you can also, sometimes it's nice to leave a link here, especially if you've been, or leave a link, sorry, leave a comment. Thanks for having this party, or if you get featured, that's definitely a good thing. Thank you for featuring my recipe, my post. Not all of them are recipes. You can do, right? lots of them. Twitter Tuesdays. So this one would just be Twitter tutorials. This one is an organization site, so she's probably going to have lots of different things on. Yep, one project at a time. So she's got project ones, spring cleaning. It just depends, right? So if you don't know of ones in your niche, this mommy club one, anything mom, that's good. Homeschooling, Pin It Thursday, so just pins, Pin Junkie, random, right? So find just one a day so that it's not taking up so much time. They will get you some, stop sharing. They will get you some traffic. It depends on the link up. Now, also, you might want to go into your Google Analytics, right, after a couple of months, because there are some that it takes a little while for you to get the traffic and to show the traffic. And so you would go into your Google Analytics and go to acquisition and, look through. If it's not in your top 10, then click it to 25 and see if you're getting any traffic from any of these sites. So again, that's a good thing to keep track of those. Which one are you doing? Do that Tasty Tuesday every week, or every week, and then after 2 months, go into your Google Analytics and see, is it worth my time? Because there are some that it's not worth your time. So then you find a new one for Tuesdays and you go and do that one instead. So making sure that you're paying attention to your analytics and what's working for you and what's not. Not just, hey, I'm linking up and it's not working. It also can take, that's why I said take 2 months, right? It can take some time. I have some that I'm still getting traffic from a year ago. Not a lot, but I get a couple of hits, a day. And, but it can take time for those to build up. Or like a Dr. Seuss one. So Dr. Seuss's birthday is in the beginning of March. So February, I'll start seeing hits from that Linky that I did 2 years ago. So Linky's posts, did the post thing help? Like walking through it all, editing the photos. I was able to get that post done fairly quickly. And I need to go back and add the recipe, but you don't need to sit and watch me do that. So just, it doesn't have to be a ton of words. Try to shoot for 300 words. But if you're at 250 and you just can't do it, publish it. Add in, hey, check out this post, or look at my friend's post, or, try to get outside links, inside links, right? This easy Mexican casserole, maybe I could do an Amazon. I want to monetize the post also, because if they go, if it gets going on Pinterest, I want to have it monetized. So maybe I can find like the casserole dish that I used, or because the one that I used for that one has a lid, so it's kind of nice to take it to places. But try to think of a monetization. I've linked it to my insights. I've linked it to other posts within my site. So making sure that you're hitting everything that's in the blog post template. Okay. Hopefully that helped. I'm sorry that it took 2 videos and a small intermission in the middle to get it all done, but you've all been on these with me before, and you know that something always happens. The dogs are passed out and dead, at least today, so no barking. Please leave questions and make sure that we get you scheduled for next week so that we can talk about if this helped, or if you have any more questions. Have a great week. Thanks.